Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I will explain how to get every award in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. This video is based on a guide that Dirklink wrote a while ago, so a big thanks to him for figuring it all out. He also makes great RCT2 videos, so check him out if you want. His channel is linked in the description. Before we start with the list, I want to give some more general information about how awards work in the game and what effects they have. At the start of every month, the game picks a random award that you don't already have active, and if you fulfill the requirements for that award, you will get it. This means that you could be eligible for an award for multiple years or technically even forever, and still not get it if it doesn't get randomly selected by the game. When you get an award, it will stay active for 5 months. The maximum number of awards you can have active at the same time is 4, but because of the randomness in the award selection, this is quite rare. I have managed it before, but only when I specifically set out to do so. Awards are divided into 2 different groups: positive awards and negative awards. There are 17 awards in total, of which 12 are positive and 5 are negative. Here is a table showing which ones fall in which category. Every positive award you have increases your natural gas generation by 25%, and every negative award decreases it by 25%. These percentages are multiplicative and not additive, so if you have 3 positive awards active, your gas generation is 1.95 times as high and not 1.75 times as high. And if you somehow manage to get 4 negative awards active at the same time, your gas generation won't be 0%, but rather about 32% of the natural gas generation. The guests that spawn from advertising are not affected by this, which is why I said natural gas generation earlier. Now that you know how awards work and what effects they have, let's go over every one of them and see what the requirements are to get them. First I will do the positive award and then I will go over the negative awards. First up is the Tidiest Park Award. To get this award, at least 1 out of every 64 guests in your park must be thinking that the park is very tidy, and no more than 5 guests can be thinking that the park is untidy. You cannot get this award if you already have the Most Disappointing Park Award or already have the Untidiest Park Award active. Next is the Most Beautiful Park Award. To get this award, at least 1 out of every 128 guests must be thinking that the scenery is great, and fewer than 16 guests can be thinking that the park is untidy. This award is also blocked by the Most Disappointing Park Award and the Untidiest Park Award. The Safest Park Award is quite easy to get and might be the most often received award in the game. To be eligible for this award, you need to not have had a crash with fatalities in the past 4 months or a crash without fatalities in the past month. You also need to have no more than 2 guests complaining about the vandalism in your park. The fourth award is the Best Park Value Award, which is a bit complicated. If the entrance fee of your park is lower than half the value that the rides in your park give, you are qualified for this award. The value that the ride gives is half of the maximum ticket price that you can charge for that ride. This means that if you use the calculator to calculate how much you can charge for every ride and add them all together, you need to charge less than 1/4 of that number for the entrance to be able to get this award. If you charge for the rides and not for the entrance in the scenario, you cannot get this award. You also cannot get this award if you already have the Most Disappointing Park Award or the Worst Park Value Award. Up next is the Best Staff Award. For this you need to have at least 1 of every staff type, at least 20 staff members, and at least 1 staff member for every 32 guests in your park. This award is blocked by the Most Untidy Park Award. Now we get a bunch of ride-related awards. The first 3 of them are really similar, which are the Best Roller Coasters, Best Water Rides and Best Gentle Rides awards. To be able to receive these awards, you need to have at least 6 opened roller coasters, 6 opened water rides and 10 opened gentle rides respectively. Those 6 or 10 rides must also not have had a fatal crash in the past 4 months or a non-fatal crash in the past month. If you have a ride that has crashed too recently, it will not prevent you from getting the award as long as you have enough rides that have not crashed. The next award is the Best Custom Designed Rides award. To get this award you must have at least 6 rides that are custom designed and have an excitement rating of more than 5.5. Up next is the Best Food award. For this award you need to have at least 7 food stalls and at least 4 different types of food stalls. You must also have at least 1 food stall for every 128 guests and less than 13 hungry guests in your park. Note that drink stalls do not count as food stalls. This award cannot be received if you already have the Worst Food award. And now for the award in the thumbnail, the Best Toilets award. Yes, it's real, it's not just some clickbaity thumbnail to get the clicks. For this amazing award you need to have at least 4 restrooms and at least 1 restroom for every 128 guests. You also cannot have more than 16 guests thinking they need to go to the toilet. And the last positive award is probably the weirdest and received the least often, the Most Dazzling Color Scheme award. You can get this award if at least 5 and more than half of all your rides are considered colorful. A ride is colorful if a main track has one of the following 4 colors: bright purple, bright green, light orange or bright pink. Rides without a main track are not counted for this award. This award cannot be active together with the Most Disappointing Park award. That were all the positive awards. Some of them are really easy to get and ones like the best roller coasters and safest park you often are qualified for without even trying. Some others, like the best water rides and most dazzling color scheme, are easy enough to be eligible for, as all you have to do is plop down a couple of water rides and give your rides a new color. Now that we're done with the positive awards, let's go over the awards that you do not want to get, the negative awards. The first negative award is the Untidiest Park award. For this award, more than 1 out of every 16 guests in your park must be thinking about how untidy the park is, which includes thought about vomit, litter and vandalism. This award cannot be active at the same time as the Best Staff, Tidiest Park or Most Beautiful Park award. Up next is the Worst Park Value award, which is very similar to the Best Park Value award. For the Best Park Value award, the entrance fee must be less than a quarter of the combined maximum ride ticket price of all your rides, while for the Worst Park Value award the entrance must be more than half of that value. This award is blocked by the Best Park Value award. If you get this award, you need to lower your entry price as it's too high, which means that fewer guests are spawning. The Most Disappointing Park award is perhaps the saddest award in the game. You can get it if you have a park rating below 650 and at least half of your rides have a popularity of 6 or lower on a scale from 0 to 255, which is very low. If you build a normal park, you will be pretty much guaranteed to never ever get this award. The next award is the Worst Food award. For this award you need to have no more than 2 different types of food stalls, less than 1 food stall per 256 guests and at least 16 hungry guests in your park. Once again, don't forget that drink stalls do not count as food stalls. This award is blocked by the Best Food award. And the last negative award is the Most Confusing Path Layout award. To qualify for this award you need to have at least 10 guests and more than 1 out of every 64 guests in your park thinking that they are lost or that they cannot find a certain ride that they're looking for. All these negative awards are quite easy to avoid. If you have at least 3 different food shops, have a park rating above 650, don't charge too much for the entrance, don't have too much vomit, litter and vandalism, and have a decent path layout with no dead ends, you cannot get any of these awards. In larger parks, the most confusing path layout award might be a bit tricky to avoid, but in smaller parks that should not be a problem. And that was it for all the awards in the game. Let me know in the comments which awards you did not know existed before watching this video. If you like this video, consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribe or support me on Patreon if you really want to. Thank you all for watching and I will see you in the next video.